Despite the controversy and negative press, Mayor Tiffany Henyard continues to be front and center. With a penchant for the camera and a love for being in the limelight, she has not shied away from the scrutiny surrounding her questionable conduct, and this newest allegation is no different. Mayor Henyard, who proudly calls herself the supermayor, continues to make the case for her growing public adversaries. Now, despite the negative attention and mounting criticism, I have asked myself this question 100 times. Does Mayor Henyard really understand the dangers lurking in the shadows of the legal implications that she's facing? Or has she embraced the Hakuna Matata theory, purposely desensitizing herself to facing the realities that lie ahead with the federal probe? And just a quick side note, welcome to Southern Confidential. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for all updates. We would love to have you as a part of the SC family. And for all my returning SC family members, welcome back. So here's another problem for the mayor. So now we know that the federal investigators are seeking records from the Dalton officials concerning a construction project that the mayor awarded to OAKK construction without a bid. And I'll explain that in a moment. But most likely, this will spell trouble for the mayor. At the least, it will serve to discredit her when adding it to the other mounting evidence against her. Now, remember, not all scandals that emerge from the darkness are new, and this matter is no different. But it has recently hit the news, and of course, when it rains, it pours. Why weren't the allegations of mistrust and abuse of power brought to light when the transaction occurred a few years ago? Well, it's called the devil drawing you into a diabolical situation, then telling on you and laughing in your face. Now, some people call it karma, others, you reap what you sow. But in any regard, your bad deeds have a way of stopping on a dime and giving you change. All I'm really saying here is that the mayor made a deal with the devil, and that very well could come back to bite her in the butt, as it was included in the spring Village of Dalton subpoena in the ongoing and intensifying federal investigation. Yes, the feds named OAKK Construction Company in the subpoena. But of course, the self proclaimed supermayor continues to operate as if she's her own sovereign nation, like willy nilly, just handing over work to OAKK Construction to the tune of over $200,000 without a bid or a contract. So let's assume that the mayor is out of compliance as usual, but she awards the work to a legitimate contractor who completed the work, and all would be well, right? Maybe we would concede that it was just bad judgment on her part, but no, actually, it's not, because once again, Mayor Henyard has joined forces with some shady characters as she continues to do so. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. So let's talk about the contractor. Who is OAKK Construction? Well, this construction company is no stranger to controversy. And out of all the available and legitimate contractors, the supermayor chooses a company whose president is currently awaiting sentencing after pleading guilty in January for conspiring to bribe a Cook County's assessor's office employee for what the U.S. Attorney's Office called favorable property assessments. So, in essence, that means that Mr. Nitchkoff sought to corruptly give something of value to reduce the property taxes owed by his company by at least $500,000, according to the plea agreement. So both Alex Nitchkoff and the Cook County Assessor's Office employees who were involved in this scandal were charged. So, what did the employees receive in return? Apparently, Nitchkoff provided free home improvement services to the employee, materials including a concrete pad, decking materials, dumpster uses, soffits, a fence, a gas line, heads for a sprinkler system, tiles, and replacement of windows. And again, let's give the mayor the benefit of the doubt. Was this a one and done with the mayor being blindsided and not knowing the caliber of the person she was dealing with? No, because the Nitchkoff family has a history of corruption. Oh, guys, forgive me. I am totally butchering these people's last name. It's spelled in like Nancy, Itchoff, Nitchkoff. I'm assuming that's the pronunciation. As Alex Nitchkoff's late father, Boris Nitchkoff, was also implicated in a home renovation bribery scheme involving former Chicago alderman Kerry Austin, who resigned under allegations of bribery. So, what's my issue with this? Well, a couple of things. I believe it establishes a look into who Mayor Henyard is at the core. At the least, it proves that she either attracts people who are shady like her, or she seeks out those who will bend the rules in exchange for her having her way. Allegedly. Now, Nitchkoff's businesses gave Henyard's campaign $2,000 in February of 2022 and $5,000 4 months later. Now, the latter contribution came only days after the construction company billed the village for the no bid, no contract residential construction deal. So, Dalton's village board, the trustees I'm referring to, didn't authorize the work, and at first they even refused to pay it. Then the construction company sent letters to the senior homeowners threatening to place liens against their homes. Now, eventually, the board, of course, didn't want that for the residents, so they were forced to pay the contractor. Now, Mayor Henyard said that she announced the work during an earlier board meeting that the contractors were needed, the work needed to be done, and then the contractor OAKK signed up. She claimed that she doesn't pick people, meaning contractors. Rather, they apply to secure the work, although she did concede, for the record, there was no contract or bid. So, my position is this: it's always good to take a neutral position on these matters at first, at least until the evidence proves otherwise. And if you haven't checked out the last video, we talked about following the money trail. Check out that video for a deeper dive. So, here's my take on Mayor Henyard and her crew. The citizens may be able to overlook or even concede that the mayor did nothing nefarious, rather was dealt a bad hand choosing the wrong contractor. If it happened only once, the mayor could cry foul, act clueless, and argue that she was taken advantage of when trying to do the right thing. But the scandals with the Nitchkoff family wasn't anything new when Mayor Henyard gave them the business. So there's no excuse, in my opinion. She's always telling people, do your homework, educate yourself, and look at the facts. Well, Mayor Henyard, we're looking at the facts. And as a matter of public knowledge, stemming back years concerning shady and questionable dealings regarding OAKK construction. And what did you do? You joined forces with some shady company, and this is the outcome. So, what are we to think? So, let's bring it all forward. Mayor Henyard gives the construction company the work and then continues to surround herself with those in her camp that have sketchy past. Think about the mayor's team members who have been accused of corruption. And of course, everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and everything is alleged. So let's look at Chief Louis Lacey. We know all of the controversy surrounding him, how he deals with the public at large. Then we have Senior Administrator Keith Freeman, all of those questionable dealings, including his alleged bankruptcy, corruption. Trustee Andrew Holmes, we know about those allegations of what happened in Vegas. And then there's her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who the mayor pays over $100K a year. I'm not sure exactly what he does. I believe he's some type of director, whether or not he has the experience to warrant that type of salary. I'm not sure. And of course, there are more, and certainly probably situations and any type of collaborations that we don't even know about yet. Again, I don't know how this will all play out, but I did see a Facebook post made by Kamal Woods to Tiffany the other day for her birthday. And I quote, "Happy birthday, my love, Tiffany Henyard. The best in life is yet to come." Now, I was thinking, maybe Kamal's standard of excellence is something beyond what the average person is used to. Or maybe we are the stupid ones and she's innocent and Mother Teresa incarnate. Like, what the crap? But it has to give you pause. Are we missing something here? The best is yet to come implies neither the mayor or Kamal is anticipating any corruption being uncovered during the FBI probe. Now, the mayor and her underlings seem unbothered by the allegations of corruption. Maybe our IQ is lower than we think, y'all, because this nonchalant disposition is quite puzzling. So, the long and short of the issue with the mayor awarding or giving the business to the construction company is that it doesn't work that way. There has to be notice, first of all, because there could be other contractors who have a better price, who are more qualified, and they are due the right to at least bid on the work. And then the board can look at it, they can determine who the best contractor is for the job versus just giving someone the business without conferring with the board, with the trustees, and without utilizing the rules and regulations with regards to bidding and at least presenting an RFP, the request for proposal. So that's the long and short of the latest scandal. And let me say, it didn't just happen, it was just uncovered during the FBI probe, and the construction company was named. As far as the feds requesting documentation, so it means at the least they're looking at that. So I personally think it's going to be an issue, but we will wait and see. So thank you guys for tuning in to Southern Confidential. And for more on this developing story and all things true crime, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for all updates. And I will see you on the next video.